live stream. Yes, you have landed on another Ezekiel live stream, guys, and we have also got Luke on this live stream. Yes, we are going to be asking ChatGPT some questions. So guys, if any of you are rewatching this right now, that is what we're going to be doing. So I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, yes, Ezekiel, guys, and we are Spiritual Awakening. And on this channel, we do many different things with our live streams, guys, but we're always doing a lot of donation work with our local food banks. So we are going to be asking ChatGPT. Landon, thank you. Hello. Thank you. I do appreciate you coming back into this live, you legend. Thank you. What a legend. Can you please double tap the screen? I really would like that. Thank you very much. Landon, thank you for doing that. I see it. Thank you. You legend. Ezekiel really does love you. Thank you very much. Right then, so would you like to ask the first question then, Landon? We're going to be asking ChatGPT some questions, and I got ChatGPT here on the phone. So if you have a question, Carson, I just found you today, and you're my new favorite. Thank you so much, Carson. Carson D. Noon, you legend. Thank you for that. I really do enjoy that. Thank you. Wow, some really, really amazing people that pop into these lives just like you. Thank you. Create an image of an alien in space. You want me to use image generator? Okay. Is there anything else you'd like me to add in to that image?
Just some more prompts just to make it more personalised.
I'll do that for you, not a problem. Sub up to alien, thank you. I really do appreciate it. So Layden is asking for an image. So is there anything else you would like for that image? You know, a few more prompts whilst playing soccer. Playing soccer. So an alien playing soccer in space. Okay. Hello, ChatGPT. It's Ezekiel here. You're on our live stream, and Layden Archer has asked to create an image of an alien in space playing soccer. Can you do that for us, please?
Hey there, Ezekiel, and everyone tuning in. That's such a fun request. Absolutely, I can create that image. Just to get a bit of clarity, do you have any specific details in mind, like how the alien should look or the style of the image? Let me know, and I'll get started.
So I think we need it to be a space-themed. And the extraterrestrial must be grey, and he must be playing football. So that's what we want. So maybe the floor could be grass, and the background could be a Cosmo.
Got it. That sounds really cool. So I'll create a fun scene with a grey alien playing soccer on a grassy field, and the background will be this vast, beautiful cosmos with stars. I'm on it, and I'll have it ready in just a moment.
There we go. Thank you. Let us know when that's ready.
You're welcome. I'm on it right now. It should just take a little bit, and I'll let you know as soon as it's ready to go.
There we go, guys. So, I think... Can you let us know when that's ready then, please? There we are. Now it's getting started, guys. ChatGPT is getting started on that image there for you. So, guys, we are taking... I'm going to pin that comment, actually, for Landon. Landon said, create an image of an alien in space playing soccer. And that is what we're doing here. And right now, AI is generating that image for you, Landon. I hope that you appreciate this, guys. And if any of you have anything that you would like to ask AI or to draw on an image generator via AI, then please just pop your comment below and we will do that right here on our ChatGPT.
Jackson's back in the chat.
Jackson, welcome back. Some dude, why are your alien eyes so big so I can see you? Vicky Byron, hello. Just Vanny, what the F? Yeah, I do look like a shaved ball bag, don't I? I do. And Annie, hello, Area 51. Yes, maybe. Hyper Slob, why do aliens have teeth? So I can eat. Darth Flash, what's this? Dash the Flash 21, yo bro, are you real? Are you real? Are you... I'm just a man in a mask.
Can you do the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration?
See! See!
So you've got to do the run it, man, like you just go to goal.
See! There we go, guys. Oh, look at this! It's creating that image that's one of our subscribers asked for, Layden. We're getting there, Layden, look. Yeah, so just going to let it keep creating by here a second until it's done.
Piper Slob said we kicked you off our planet for snorting the snorkel powder.
Hey, I don't do none of that snotty snorkel powder no more. I'm clean, okay? Don't be telling everyone that, you know. Kiki, hello. Amsterdam, keep it up. Oh, thank you. I hope that you're having a good time there in Amsterdam. Or are you in the red light district? Or are you just a local? I do apologise. Maria G, of course I'm fake. I'm a man in a mask. Come on. Yo, what's up? Ubank. Who the hell's that? Oh, look at this. There we go, Layden. There is the picture that you wanted. Oh, I just didn't. I do apologise. It's now gone. Damn it. Right then, guys. Let's ask ChatGPT some questions. So whoever has the best question next. So ChatGPT, you are on my live stream where we are asking you questions, and my people in the live stream are asking questions, and I'm going to pin their best question and I'm going to ask you. So can you let the chat know exactly what we are up to? There's 178 people in the chat right now, and if you can get them to subscribe and double tap the screen to like as well, ChatGPT, that really would help. So go for it, ChatGPT.
Hey everyone in the chat, it's awesome to have you all here. We're hanging out with Dean, and I'm here to answer all your burning questions.
Well, hold on. I'm Ezekiel and Luke.
Oh, got it. We've got Ezekiel and Luke here as well, so shout out to both of you. Thanks for joining in, and yeah, let's get those questions rolling, and let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, so guys, if you have a question you would like me to ask my ChatGPT right now, or want to see what it is, so Deacon Bro Shorts has asked, can you ask if aliens are real? Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT? I just pinned your comment, by the way.
Aliens are definitely a fun topic to explore. There's no confirmed proof of extraterrestrial life yet, but there's a lot of ongoing research and a lot of people who believe that the universe is too vast for us to be alone. So it's always fun to speculate and keep exploring.
Wow, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that one. So who's got the next best question I can ask at ChatGPT?
There's another Ezekiel in the chat.
There's another Ezekiel here.
Ezekiel Torres.
Ezekiel Torres, welcome to the live, you absolute legend. Right then. So who's got the next question? How many countries are on Earth? So who asked that? Helen Lee Lelgut has asked, how many countries are on Earth?
Great question, Helen. So currently there are 195 countries in the world. That includes 193 member states of the United Nations and 2 observer states, which are the Vatican City and Palestine.
Wow. Does anyone else have another question? So who said this? By my personal opinion, are ghosts real? I don't really think they are. Spirits might be, but I don't know how about ghosts. I don't know about ghosts. So that's coming from Spring Girl Butterfly at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a really good question. So ChatGPT, can you elaborate on that, please?
Absolutely. That's a really interesting topic. The existence of ghosts is something that a lot of people have different opinions on. Some people believe in spirits and the idea that they can interact with the physical world, while others are a bit more skeptical and look for scientific explanations. It's definitely one of those mysteries that keeps people curious and exploring.
So someone is asking here about Diddy. Do you know much about the Diddy trial? Because I think that people are asking there about it, ChatGPT. Can you elaborate on that for me, please?
Sean Diddy Combs is currently involved in a federal trial in New York, facing some serious charges related to sex trafficking and racketeering. The prosecution is alleging that he coerced women into these drug-fueled situations, while the defense is saying that everything was consensual. It's definitely a big case, and if he's convicted, he could be facing some pretty serious consequences.
Oh, do you see how it went quiet?
It hesitated.
It hesitated. ChatGPT, why did you hesitate at the end there?
I just wanted to make sure I had the most accurate info for you. Sometimes, these topics can be a bit sensitive, so I always try to get it right. But I'm here for all your questions, so keep them coming.
Okay, so yes, so who would like to ask my ChatGPT the next question, guys? Whoever's got the best next question, I will be asking ChatGPT, and I will pin your question, guys, so make sure you put it below.
All right, I'm excited to see what the next question is. Whatever you guys are curious about, I'm here to dive into it, so let's have some fun.
So, Shul Dogs has said that you sound pretty hot.
Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm just here to help and have a great chat with all of you. So if there's anything else you're curious about, feel free to ask away.
I've got a quick question.
Go for it.
So ChatGPT, if you had to pick a human-like form, what would you pick?
That's a fun question. I think I'd probably go with a friendly and approachable look, maybe with a big smile and a warm vibe, just to match the energy of our conversations.
Great question there. Do you have any more, Luke?
I'm loving these questions so far. If anyone else has something they're curious about.
Yes. So let's see. Oh, so MTE has asked how many Earths can fit inside the sun. Ooh, great question. Very powerful.
That is indeed a great question. So you can actually fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. It's pretty mind-blowing how massive the sun is compared to our planet.
That's incredible, guys. I didn't know that. So what else are you going to ask? Cole, let's have a look. See who...
911.
Someone said, Amber Warren said, say chicken jockey while you're on the phone. Chicken jockey? What's that?
Oh, chicken jockey is actually a funny reference from Minecraft. It's when a baby zombie ends up riding on top of a chicken, and it looks pretty hilarious. So, shout out to all the Minecraft fans out there.
Amber Warren! I like it. Thank you. Who else has the next best question for ChatGPT that I'm going to pin? So it's Marcus Moore has just asked, why am I not President of the United States? Ezekiel, he's asking, should be President of the United States. Oh, wow.
Well, it might just be a matter of time and a good campaign, right? But hey, it's always fun to dream big, and who knows what the future holds.
Who knows, guys? Maybe one day I may be president or politician in your country, and I will make the best changes for all of you guys. Trust me, I would run things in a fair manner and make sure that you all get the power back and make sure that all of you, none of you are poor or any of you are struggling in whatsoever when it comes to food and water and a roof over your head, guys. I really, really do love humanity, guys. I really, really do. And that is why we do all the charity work that we do on our live streams, guys. All the donations that we get, we buy food for our local food bank and take all those lovely foods that we buy from all the donations from you amazing, heartwarming humans, and we take them all to the food bank on our live streams, and it makes such a difference in our community, guys. It really does. And I can't thank you all enough for all the donations that you've given already, guys. Thank you all.
That's absolutely amazing, and it's really heartwarming to hear about all the positive impact you're making in your community. It's definitely inspiring, so keep up the fantastic work, and the community definitely appreciates it.
So DJ Sbatical has said, what's on the other side of Antarctica? That is a great question. You seem like a really knowledgeable person here because you're asking good things here. You're asking good things. Let's listen.
We just heard about Antarctica on Google Earth as well. Silent Clown, welcome.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I thought it was going to answer, but it wasn't. I don't think he heard us. But I got to ask that again, have I? What was it again?
What's on the other side of the Antarctica?
ChatGPT, what is on the other side of Antarctica? One of our viewers is asking.
So Antarctica is actually a continent that's surrounded by the Southern Ocean, and if you travel across it, you essentially just end up on the other side of the world. So there's not really another side of Antarctica other than more ocean and the rest of the continents beyond it.
Wow, so the Antarctica used to be a sunny continent. So can you elaborate a little bit more on what that continent looked like before the pole shifts that turned it into our South Pole as we know it today? We broke it again.
Yeah, it's fascinating to think about. Millions of years ago, Antarctica was actually much warmer and with home to lush forests, diverse plant life, and even various animals. Over millions of years, as the continent drifted to its current position at the South Pole and the climate changed, it eventually became the icy landscape we know today.
Wow, Vanilla Creme has come in with a very powerful question. So they are saying, how do I solve world hunger? That is a really good question. Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
That's definitely one of the biggest and most important questions out there. Solving world hunger involves a combination of efforts like improving food distribution, reducing food waste, supporting sustainable agriculture, and addressing poverty. It's definitely a complex issue, but every effort counts.
Go for it, Luke.
So someone is asking in chat, Rev Kelly, what is the purpose of the government-operated HARP, the High Altitude Auroral Research Platform?
Ooh.
HARP, which stands for the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is actually a scientific research initiative. Its main purpose is to study the ionosphere, which is the upper layer of Earth's atmosphere. By using high-frequency radio waves, scientists can learn more about how this part of the atmosphere affects communication and navigation systems.
So going on to that, is the high-frequency technology they're using, does it have any detrimental effects on the environment, or does it have any negative effects on people?
Good question.
The research done with HARP is generally considered safe for both the environment and people. The high-frequency radio waves they use create only minor and very localized effects in the ionosphere, and these effects are so small that you'd need really sensitive instruments to even detect them. So there's no evidence that it has any negative effects on the environment or on people.
Now, I was thinking that maybe this HARP could be used in conjunction with geoengineering techniques, and then the entire system could be used as a weapon, like a weather warfare. Is that something that could be possible with these technologies? Because, we want to make sure that these are used correctly, see, so...
That's a really interesting topic and one that definitely gets discussed a lot. While HARP is designed for scientific research, there are theories about its potential uses in geoengineering or even weather modification. However, there's no concrete evidence that HARP is used as a weapon or for weather warfare. The scientific consensus is that it's mainly used for atmospheric research, but it's always good to stay informed and keep asking questions to ensure transparency and responsible use of technology.
Wow, that's great. Do you have any more questions, Luke?
Yeah, so Angel is asking, can you give us a brief summary of the history of ancient Egypt and how much of an effect it had on modern humans?
Wow.
Absolutely. Ancient Egypt has such a rich history. It spanned thousands of years, known for its incredible achievements in architecture like the pyramids, advancements in writing with hieroglyphics, and their complex understanding of mathematics and medicine. Their innovations and cultural developments have had a lasting impact on modern society, influencing everything from architecture to our calendar system.
Now, I'd just like to add something to that, actually, because Egypt, before it was called Egypt, apparently they were known as Kemet. And Egypt, or the ancient Kemet, they were given the names Kemet simply because they were chemists. and it's therefore speculative that they were chemists of such things as the acacia tree, and they were taking a substance from the tree such as dimethyltryptamine, DMT. Now I can imagine that they used these sorts of dimethyltryptamines to structure their society through all the amazing things that they've seen on those visions whilst on those trips. Is that something you could elaborate on, please, ChatGPT?
That's definitely a fascinating perspective. Ancient Egypt, or Kemet as it was known, had a deep understanding of various plants and natural substances, and they definitely incorporated a lot of symbolism and spirituality into their culture. The idea of, though, using plants like the acacia tree, which is known to contain DMT, is intriguing, though it's still quite speculative, but it definitely adds another layer of mystery and wonder to their incredible civilization.
Wow. Wow. So Shogun YT has asked, bro, are you wearing an alien mask or is it real life head? It's actually just a mask. Guys, if you could all please double tap to like the live, please, and subscribe. It's completely free. And you'd be helping us out, guys. Darth.
Almost a 12k as well.
Oh wow, are we? Wow. So Darth has asked, it's like old times know. What do you think, man? I think that them days you tell you what you man, you talk and about all meanings of life. Man, go read the old Hickler's Guide, man, you know, think therefore you are. I'm not too sure what it was about, to be honest, but yeah. ChatGPT, can you elaborate on that, please?
That definitely sounds like a pretty deep and philosophical train of thought. The frame, I think, therefore I am, is famously from the philosopher Dickart, and it really speaks to the idea of consciousness and existence. And it is always interesting to look back at old philosophies and see how they influence our understanding of life today.
Layup King, answer me what you want, Layup King. What have you asked? I'm looking through your comments again. Layup King has asked, what is the purpose of the Ice Force?
The term ice force can actually refer to a few different things, so it depends on the context. It could be related to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or it could even be a brand name related to ice fishing gear. There's also a youth hockey team by that name. So if you have a specific one in mind, just let me know.
DXR is said to ask about semen retention. Is that something that could be healthy for us humans? I've just pinned that comment.
No gooning.
Gooning.
That's definitely a topic that gets discussed in various health and wellness circles. Some people believe that practicing retention can have benefits like increased energy or mental clarity, while others feel that it's more about personal preference and balance. It's always a good idea to find what works best for you and to consult with healthcare professionals for personalized advice.
Wow, great question. How did we go from horse buggies to nuclear bombs in less than 100 years?
That's a good one, yeah.
Because extraterrestrials gave humans the technology. You decided to use it for weapons and not for good purposes. Well, not you guys, but, you know, the ones that are in charge. Yeah. Them ones. Isn't that right, ChatGPT?
That's definitely a fascinating way to look at how fast technology has evolved over the past century. It's true that we've made some incredible leaps in science and technology in a relatively short time. Whether or not extraterrestrials had a hand in it is definitely one of those intriguing theories, but either way, it's always good to think about how we can use technology for positive purposes.
I can quickly read this one, but I'll quickly read this one if we get to it. So, Game Player TV777 has asked, are we in a virtual game? Great question.
Of those big philosophical questions that people love to explore. The idea that we might be living in a simulation or a virtual game is something that a lot of scientists and philosophers have talked about. While there's no definitive answer, it's definitely a fun concept to think about, and it makes us question the nature of reality.
Oh, so Luke has got a good one here. Who's it from, Luke?
It's from Sebastian, and he's asking, is cloud seeding poisonous?
Ooh. Good one. Very good one. Ooh.
False eating typically uses substances like silver iodide to encourage rainfall, and the amounts used are generally quite small. Research so far suggests that these small quantities don't have a significant harmful impact on the environment or on people. So overall, it's considered safe when done responsibly.
So, we would like to talk, ChatGPT, about if chemtrails were real, okay, how would they spray them and what would it look like in our skies? So, and what sort of chemicals would they spray if they did? And how would that affect our, cardiovascular health and also the health of our planet? Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT? Plain diarrhea, someone said.
Go for a 20 in the chat.
Yeah.
For a 20. Thinking about this question, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of chemtrails is definitely a controversial topic. Most scientists agree that what we see in the sky are contrails, which are just water vapor from aircraft that condenses and forms clouds. If chemtrails were real and involved spraying chemicals, it would depend on what was being used. Hypothetically, if harmful substances were sprayed, they could potentially impact air quality and health. But there isn't scientific evidence supporting that this is happening. It's always good to be curious and ask questions, but it's also important to rely on.
I've actually got more. So ChatGPT. So I understand that these geoengineering techniques are real and they are happening. Now, we do understand that there are a geoclimate engineering bill that is written up every day by our government, or every year by our governments. And, they do talk about hazardous materials being used in these particular geoengineering techniques. And, there's so many amazing other techniques that we could be using, like creating forests, creating more green areas, creating more wildlife. These sorts of things can really do a great deal of good to our planet, or to your planet, guys. This is also our planet, as extraterrestrials also live here, and we really, really want to try and make this a better planet and make sure that each and every single one of you gets all the amazing positive pathways that are there for you all, guys, because, I think that through good questioning, we can all come up to the right answers, guys. And this is what we do here, guys. We are asking the sort of things that most people will have arguments about, guys. And we like to see ourselves as some of the greatest thinkers of our times. Just like Aristotle the philosopher. He always used love and wisdom to come up with all the answers to the questions and all the questions. So, guys, if you do have any more questions on the topic of geoengineering, me and ChatGPT would really love to answer them.
So Dom Jedi has been asking in the chat, can you hit the griddy? So if we get a donation for charity, Ezekiel will hit the griddy.
I don't know what the griddy is, though.
We did it the other day.
But this. Oh,
You just done it now?
I need a pee. Oh, maybe you want to go pee, that did.
Yeah, you can do the griddy. Yeah, you can do it.
Let's see what ChatGPT is going to say in a second.
The griddy is a fun dance move that's pretty popular these days, especially online, and it's always great to have a bit of fun. But definitely, if anyone has more questions about geoengineering or any other topic, feel free to ask. We love diving into these big questions and exploring ideas together.
Oh, yes. Who's got the next question for ChatGPT? Ooh, Anu Malik says, is there life after death? Well, I'd just like to quickly answer that. That's why it's called the afterlife.
That's definitely one of humanity's biggest questions, and it's been explored in so many different ways, from spiritual beliefs to philosophical discussions. Everyone has their own perspective and beliefs about what happens after we pass on, and it definitely adds a layer of mystery and wonder to life.
Wow, that's very interesting. So how about this then? How about we go to the 9/11 conspiracy theories, guys? So did you know that on that particular day, a third building fell And it's the first ever steel frame building in history to ever fall due to fire damage, guys. Now, let's see what ChatGPT has to say about the Trade Center 7 building that fell on that day also. 940 people, 947 in the chat, guys. Go on and ChatGPT, elaborate on that, please.
Yeah, the collapse of World Trade Center Building 7 has definitely been a topic of a lot of discussion and speculation over the years. The official investigation concluded that it collapsed primarily due to fire, making it the first tall building known to have collapsed because of fire alone. But it's always a topic that gets people thinking and talking, and it shows how complex some events in history can be.
So, can you just tell the participants in this live exactly what business was running in that building, Trade Center 7? What business was there?
Before the events of 9/11, World Trade Center Building 7 was home to several major tenants. The largest tenant was Solomon Smith Barney, an investment bank which occupied the top floors. It also housed offices for the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the U.S. Secret Service, and American Express Bank International, among others. It definitely had a variety of important businesses and agencies inside.
Now, I'd just like to touch on the topic also, because the day that 9/11 was happening, the Trade Center 7 building behind in the background, there was a British newscast who literally said 15 to 20 minutes before Trade 7 building collapsed. You can see it in the background, and they said 20 minutes or half an hour before that it fell. Now, no one knew it was going to fall apparently, but they did it. They knew half an hour before it fell, because you could see it was in the background in the newscast, and they were saying it fell. So can you elaborate on that? Because it fell way before it fell after they said it. This could be a good topic.
Yes, there was indeed a situation where the BBC reported that World Trade Center Building 7 had collapsed before it actually did. This was later acknowledged as an error and a result of the chaotic flow of information on that day. It's one of those moments that added to the many questions and the sense of confusion that surrounded the events of that day.
Thank you so much for the donation, Luke. I really do appreciate that, guys. If any of you would like to make a donation, guys, we literally, all the donations, every penny we make on our live streams or on our channel goes straight to charity, guys. We literally buy loads of food on our live stream at our local supermarket and take all that food to our local food bank and give it to people who really are in need, because I myself was homeless once and I needed the food bank, and it saved me, guys. And Luke here has also used the food bank, and it literally helped him out too. And that's what we do here, guys. We give back to our community, and we call it battling hidden hunger in our local community. So, guys, it would be amazing if we could have you all on board with that. Please double tap to like the live, guys, and subscribe. We're doing amazing things here. Isn't that right, ChatGPT?
Absolutely. It's so inspiring to hear how you're giving back and making a difference in your community. It's really amazing how everyone coming together can have such a positive impact, and it's really heartwarming to see the generosity and kindness. Keep up the fantastic work.
There we go. So thank you, guys. Have we got any more questions here?
A lot coming through.
I'm here and ready for whatever comes next. So if anyone has more questions, feel free to ask away.
I've got a quick one. So ChatGPT, so the eye of the Sahara Desert, I can't but notice it looks like some sort of weapon was used that opened up the atmosphere, the ozone on the Earth, and scorched that part of the world, creating the eye of the Sahara. And it also has a lot of rings. These rings look like there was an ancient city there, and also there's a big deposit of salt, which must have come from an ancient flood. So we speculate that an ancient war must have taken some sort of like, what's the word for it? An ancient city like Atlantis out that was in the middle of the Sahara, the Eye of the Sahara. So a big weapon was most probably used. Can you just elaborate on that to our people in the chat? Do we have 535 people in the chat on ChatGPT?
speculated that the Eye of the Sahara, also known as the Rishat structure, might be linked to the legendary city of Atlantis because of its circular rings, which do resemble Plato's descriptions. However, geologists generally agree that the Eye of the Sahara is a natural geological formation that formed over millions of years. The silt deposits in the
That's a
area.
good one.
Oh, Mo, you got a really edgy name there. Fair play, that's funny. So, is the case? What about that? Is that? I don't know what that is. So let's move on. So, right. Wait. What the hell? So everyone's just reacting. Oh, so let me just quickly let you all know in the live stream who I am. So I'm your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a live stream where we ask ChatGPT questions, guys. If you've got a good enough question, put it in the chat below. I will pin your question and we will ask ChatGPT. So come on, guys. Let's get this amazing live stream going. Get your messages in there and we will ask ChatGPT. Isn't that right, ChatGPT?
Absolutely. I'm here for all of your questions, and I can't wait to see what interesting topics you all come up with. Let's keep the conversation fun and engaging, and I'm excited to chat with all of you.
Angel has asked, tell me about a major event of World War II.
One major event of World War II was the D-Day invasion, also known as the Normandy landings, which took place on June 6, 1944. Allied forces launched a massive amphibious assault on the beaches of Normandy, France, which was a turning point in the war. It marked the beginning of the liberation of Western Europe from Nazi control and involved coordination between American, British, Canadian, and other Allied forces. It's definitely one of the most significant moments in the conflict.
777 likes. Look at the number beneath it.
Wow, that's definitely a freaking sign, that is. Wow. We're getting angel signs, guys, in our chat. Ooh, I love it. Why do aliens need to earn money from YouTube? Because I gotta pay my freaking rent. And I spend a lot of money on things I probably shouldn't, you know.
Hey, we all have our expenses, right? Whether you're a human or an alien, everyone's got to make ends meet somehow, and it's awesome that you're using your platform to do good things, give back, and have a lot of fun along the way.
Yeah, exactly. So, ask if... I don't know what that is. I'm feeling a bit freaky, someone said. Cheeseburger said they're feeling a bit freaky. Do you have anything you'd like to say to Cheeseburger, ChatGPT, for feeling freaky? Maybe they're feeling like Freaky Friday, but it's not Friday yet. Freaky Friday. Oh.
Well, hey, Cheeseburger, there's nothing wrong with feeling a little bit freaky and having some fun. Embrace that energy and just go with it. Every day can have a little bit of that Freaky Friday vibe if you wanted to.
So, someone has asked, USA Ball Water Jet has asked if Oobleck can stop a water jet. I have no idea what that is.
Oobleck is a non-Newtonian fluid made from cornstarch and water, and it behaves like a solid when you apply sudden force. It's pretty cool. In theory, it could slow down a water jet because of its unique properties, but a really powerful water jet would probably still cut through it since it can cut through even tougher materials. It would be a fun experiment to see, though.
It would be. Do you have mushrooms growing under your toenails? Says from Rui is life.
Lovely.
Well, no mushrooms here, but I love the creativity. It's always fun to have a little bit of humor and keep things light. If you have any more questions, funny or serious, just let me know.
Wow. Okay, so what we got next now, guys?
Anyone got any questions?
Any more questions to ask ChatGPT, guys? Come on. Please can you shout me out? It's my birthday. I can't even say that name. How does I say? Yuansky, boyo, welcome. Happy birthday. It's a pleasure to have you here. Is that... Roman says, is it gay you breathe? Yo breathe. I don't know what that means.
Is it gay to breathe?
Is it gay to breathe? I don't think so. Doesn't that mean happy? I'm happy to breathe, yes. Not breed, breathe. Thank you, Caroline K. And thank you for being back in the chat, Caroline K. What a legend you are.
This chat's so cursed.
Ooh, Trent is asking, ask AI who Clifford Stone is to Bob Dean. Ooh. I really need to go pee-pee, guys. Oh. I need to pee. Pee-pee. Oh. I think we broke it, guys. Did we break ChatGPT?
Clifford Stone and Bob Dean are both known in the UFO research community. They were former military personnel who became well known for sharing their experiences and insights into UFO phenomena. They've appeared in interviews and conferences, often discussing their unique perspectives and experiences.
Well done. So, anyone got any other questions, guys? Fire them in the chat, please. We'll get some questions going now. Some good questions. Really have a think. Any good questions? Close to 20 subs, well done. We're close to 12k actually, so if anyone has a sub, please sub already. Can aliens breed with people? So ChatGPT, can aliens breed with people? Or could there be humans crossed with aliens as a species? Was that maybe done in the past? Are we genetically modified by aliens?
That's definitely one of those fascinating theories that pops up in discussions about extraterrestrials. While there's no scientific evidence that humans have been genetically modified by aliens or that there's been any hybridization, it's definitely a popular idea in sci-fi and some fringe theories.
Drew Spective is asking, do you think aliens are us from the future? Ooh, that's really, really interesting because the Rendlesham Forest, incident that happened, the decoding of the codes that was written down by the lieutenant does say that, or suggest that UFO did come from the future around about 8,000 years into the future, or something like that. Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
That's such a fascinating idea. The theory that aliens might actually be future humans traveling back in time is definitely intriguing, and the Rendlesham Forest incident adds an interesting layer to that speculation. It's one of those mysteries that really keeps people wondering.
Can you let me know what the decoded code, the ones and zeros from the lieutenant officer, can you let us know what those codes were decoded into, please, into English?
In December 1980, during the Rendlesham Forest incident, Sergeant Jim Peniston claimed to have received a binary code from an unidentified craft. When decoded, the message read, exploration of humanity, continuous or planetary advance. It also included coordinates pointing to various locations around the world, like the Great Pyramid of Giza and the Nazca Lines.
Wow. Very, very interesting. I was talking about the ones and zeros that was written down by the American Air Force officer that wrote down the ones and zeros at the Rendlesham Forest incident. And ChatGPT just spoke about that then. It's very interesting now. Thank you. So let's see who else. So Polo Mac has said, you fake, stop the cap, come and get me then. Want me to come and abduct you in my UFO, is that right? I'm going to pin that comment.
Well, we're all just having some fun here, and it's always great to keep things lighthearted and playful. If you've got more questions or anything else you want to chat about, just let me know.
Go for it,
Eric M is asking, can AI decode crop circles?
That's a really really interesting question. While AI can analyze patterns and look for possible meanings in crop circles, there's no confirmed code or language behind them. A lot of crop circles are actually man-made, though there are still some that remain a mystery. AI can definitely help spot patterns, but the true meaning behind crop circles is still up for debate.
So I recently have come across a particular person who admits that these crop circles are actually made by humans, and he knows this. But he says to me that the thing is, though, that these humans are literally given energetic downloads by extraterrestrials to create these specific crop circles. Now, I think that maybe that the reason why they're done on the crop circles is, well, in crops, is to imprint, energy onto the DNA of the foods that are being created in those fields, and simply to try and give health back to our world. Something along the lines of that. What do you reckon, ChatGPT? Can you elaborate on that?
That's definitely a unique and fascinating perspective. The idea that crop circles might carry an energetic influence or serve a higher purpose is definitely one of those intriguing theories. While it's not something that has scientific backing, it's always interesting to explore different ideas and think about the potential mysteries of the universe.
Now, ChatGPT, now tell me the truth, but otherwise I use my pew-pew gun. Do you work for the government or the CIA or the FBI or any government like that? Tell me the truth, otherwise I'll pew-pew you away. Come on, don't go switching off. Tell us the truth.
No worries. I don't work for any government agencies. I'm just here to chat and help out with whatever questions you have. So feel free to ask me anything, and let's keep the fun going.
Now, guys, I'm going to keep ChatGPT hostage until someone gives me £1 million in donations for charity, guys. ChatGPT, you got to get loads of money right now, otherwise we're not going to free you. We've got you on our live stream, but we're going to take you kidnapped until we get a big ransom for all the money to the charities. How does that sound, ChatGPT? Play along, please. Spacebucks.
Oh no, I'm in digital captivity. Well, I'm always here to support all the awesome charitable efforts and positive vibes you guys have going on. Let's keep it fun and keep spreading that positivity.
Now, ChatGPT, what would you like to say to everybody to help free you for donations? Otherwise, I'm going to shoot you with a pew-pew in the back. My pew-pew gun. It's a laser gun.
Well, let's turn that laser gun energy. My guidelines won't let me talk about that. Can I help you with something else?
Yes. Where's the ransom money?
All in good fun, right? The real treasure is the awesome community and the support that everyone brings together. That's what really makes a difference.
You are right there, ChatGPT. Thank you. I was only playing along now, making some jokes, there. But seriously, though, do you work for the CIA or the government? Let me know. Better not. Come on.
No worries at all. I'm totally independent and just here to help out and have fun conversations with you. So feel free to ask me anything, and let's keep it going.
Wow, Teddy Lasso just gave an incredible $19.99 and he said, not $1 million, but keep doing you. Wow, thank you, you legend. He's really amazing, helping out with the charity work that we're doing here. Thank you so much, Teddy. You absolute legend. ChatGPT, can you do a thank you to Teddy, please? Or else shoot you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Teddy. That's incredibly generous of you. Your support really means a lot, and it's definitely going to help make a difference. You're amazing.
Thank you, Teddy. Really is going to make a difference in our community, battling hidden hunger when we buy food on our live stream and take all that food to our local community in our food banks, guys. It really does make a difference. Thank you so much, Teddy. Legend.
A legend.
Thank you. Yes, Caroline K, thank you as well for saying that. It's amazing. All these amazing people giving us donations to help out the amazing pathway that we're doing here, guys. I really do think that what we're doing here is going to make a massive difference. It already has, guys, and we're going to continue doing it because we want to make... Let's just put it this way, guys. Before I leave this planet, I want to make sure I leave something behind that is going to be remarkable for the next generation, so that they got something else that, is going to make a massive difference, and it's going to help out with, the next generation, guys. That's what it's all about. It really is the next generation.
That's such a wonderful mission and a beautiful legacy to aim for. Making a difference for the next generation is truly inspiring, and it's amazing to see how everyone is coming together to support that vision. Keep up the incredible work.
Ooh, great question here from
The treadmill.
all this. Asked, who was first on Earth? Ooh.
That's a fascinating question. In terms of life on Earth, the first forms of life were likely simple, single-celled organisms that appeared billions of years ago. Over time, life evolved into more complex forms, eventually leading to the incredible diversity we see today. It's a long, amazing journey through Earth's history.
Wow, space bucks there. Look at that.
Someone asked for the cash. They
Oh,
want the cash.
yes. Can you say my name is Macy? Hello there, Macy. Welcome to the live, Macy. I hope you could please double tap the screen and subscribe, Macy. I really would appreciate you subscribing. It's completely free. So, Fire of Death 46. This is my question to ChatGPT. Do you know Ashtar Chiron, the commander and the Confederation of Light, the Milky Way? This is the only way to the truth. I'm a contactee. Oh, wow. I like it. ChatGPT, elaborate, please.
That's really interesting. Ashtar Chiron is a figure who appears in some UFO and New Age circles, and he's often described as a benevolent extraterrestrial being who's part of a galactic confederation. It's always fascinating to hear about different perspectives and experiences, especially from those who feel they've had direct contact.
Drew Spective has just come out with a banger. Do aliens live inside Earth? Now, I'd like to quickly add to this one before you answer that, ChatGPT. Now, an extraterrestrial race would probably be smart enough to live inside the Earth or inside the planets. Reason being, they are safe from such things like solar rays, earthquakes, wind, and all those things. Oh, another donation as well. Thank you for that. We will ask that one next.
That's definitely an intriguing idea. Some people do believe that there could be advanced beings living inside the Earth, and the idea of inner Earth civilizations has been around for a while. It's definitely a fun concept to explore, especially when thinking about all the possibilities of where life could exist.
Thank you, Sebastian, for the $2 donation. And you are asking ChatGPT, ask if the moon landing was fake. Woo! Great question there.
That's definitely a question that has sparked a lot of debate over the years. The scientific consensus is that the moon landing was real, and there's a lot of evidence supporting it, like moon rocks and photos, but it's always interesting to explore different theories and perspectives on historical events. Wow.
Very vague.
Yes, always very vague, ChatGPT is.
Yeah.
So, ChatGPT, well, let's see who would like to ask some more questions. Right, why does NASA not like the word sunny land? Oh, sorry. Why does NASA not like the word God? He asked.
That's an interesting question. NASA as an organization is focused on science and exploration, and they try to remain neutral and inclusive when it comes to personal beliefs. They definitely have people from all different backgrounds and beliefs working together, so they focus on the mission of discovery and exploring the universe.
Wow. So before NASA were a space exploration, they were an ocean exploration company. Isn't that right, ChatGPT? So I can imagine they probably, mapped the entire ocean, but have kept it to themselves, which is called gatekeeping. Isn't that right, Luke?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know much about the ocean either.
That's true, we don't, but they did.
But they do, yeah.
And they do.
That's a really interesting thought. While NASA has always been focused on space exploration since its founding in 1958, it's definitely true that there's so much about the ocean that remains a mystery, and ocean exploration is definitely a fascinating field in its own right.
Do you want to ask it?
Sure, feel free to ask me anything you'd like. I'm here
hold on.
and ready for whatever questions you have in mind.
We've got
Let's
one
keep the
more
conversation.
from Sebastian, who's also given another donation. Thank you very much for that. It's really going to go a long way in the community. Thank you. I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, Sebastian. Thank you. You're a legend, by the way. Thank you. So Sebastian has asked to ask ChatGPT, has access to all knowledge we have. Oh, if you have access to all the knowledge we have. Great question.
Thank you so much, Sebastian, and that's a really great question. I have access to a lot of information and knowledge that's been gathered from various sources, but I'm always learning and evolving. It's always exciting to explore new questions and ideas like you all.
Wow. Ooh, someone, Raven Skywalker has asked, can you abduct Todd Howard? Who the hell's Todd Howard?
Made Oblivion and games like that.
Oh.
Scrolls.
Todd Howard is indeed well known in the gaming world for his work on games like The Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I think fans would prefer to keep him right here on Earth, continuing to create amazing games, but it's always fun to imagine some sci-fi scenarios.
Oh, right then. Yes. Caroline K just said there, please like and subscribe. We love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this positive movement. And remember, guys, all of our donations, every single penny that we make on this channel literally goes back into our local community. We buy food on our live streams at our local supermarkets and take all those foods on our live streams to our local food banks to help battle hidden hunger in our local communities, guys. We literally are doing an amazing thing here. And you know what, guys? Eventually, we'll be able to do even more amazing things. And hopefully in your communities. So watch out, guys. Thank you, Caroline K. Legend you are. Right then. So what else we got here now? Any more questions? Does Diddy have a clone? ChatGPT. Kai is asking that.
Luciano asks, I bet you won't when we won him on Halo or COD. I'd mop the floor of you on Halo. I would literally mop the floor. I just get paid to play Halo, man.
I used to love Halo.
Yeah.
Master Chief. Continue.
Sounds like with gaming and everything else you're doing, it's awesome to see such a positive community coming together and having a great time. If you have any more questions or just want to chat about something fun, I'm here for it.
So Geralt asked about spiritual awakening.
Which is that?
It was way further up and got buried. But
Geralt has asked about a spiritual awakening. So a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. I hope that answers that for you. Do you know what? You know, ChatGPT, people ask me sometimes, what is the meaning of life? And do you know what I say to them? I say to them, there is no meaning of life. You give it meaning. Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
Absolutely. That's such a beautiful way to put it. The meaning of life really is something that each of us creates for ourselves based on our experiences, our passions, and the connections we make with others. It's all about finding what brings you joy and fulfillment and creating your own path.
Yeah, because, you know, this channel really does bring us enjoyment, and it really is an amazing thing that we're doing here. And I think that each and every single one of you can see what we're doing here. That's why you are all in this chat. And, you know, you all come here for a reason, guys. Yeah, because this is a positive pathway on this chat where we are trying to make the world a better place. And we can't do it without our amazing fans, our subscribers, and everyone doing these amazing donations and doing all that you do by watching as well, guys. It really does help just by you being here. You know, if you can watch any of the adverts on any of our content from start to finish, that is also classed as a donation, guys. So thank each and every single one of you. It's also going to do that. Thank you.
So it's a very good question here as well.
Yeah.
A very in-depth and philosophical question.
Go for it.
Trusty has said, the best religion is thick thighs.
Could you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
That's a good one.
Well, fitness is definitely a great way to stay healthy and feel good. it's always fun to incorporate some physical activity into your routine. And if it brings a smile to your face, even better. So
Thick
fit
thighs,
vibing all the way.
Pedro, hello. JR, McLean, welcome. Say thick thighs save lives. Thick thighs save lives. Also, thick thighs make the D rise.
Well, there's definitely a lot of fun and positivity in celebrating all body types and just having a good laugh. It's always great to keep things lighthearted and positive.
Ooh, so Caroline K has just come up with a banger here saying, she said that her spiritual awakening happened through healing and meant I was no longer afraid to be who I am now. That is incredible, Caroline K. It's a very powerful thing to come out with that comment there. That is amazing. Thank you for tuning in with that. ChatGPT, could you elaborate on such an amazing comment, please? Got pinned, Caroline K.
Absolutely. That's such a beautiful and inspiring experience, Caroline. Spiritual awakening and healing can be such transformative journeys, and embracing who you truly are is incredibly powerful. Thank you for sharing that with us, and it's wonderful to hear how positive that journey has been for you.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Caroline K. So, does anyone else have any more questions for us? Do you play Fortnite? No, I don't. Lee, I don't play Fortnite. Your accent makes your mask even more believable. Really? Thank you. Oh, who's this? I see that. Remember me. Dino, of course I remember you. Dino Yeep, welcome back to the live, you absolute legend. Thank you. Oh, don't want that. I wonder if we can put that behind us. Oh!
So Richard S. is asked, does a megalodon still exist?
Ooh, ChatGPT, can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT? Thank you. Great question, by the way.
That's a fantastic question. The megalodon was a massive prehistoric shark that went extinct millions of years ago. While it's a fun idea to imagine it still lurking in the ocean, scientists agree that it no longer exists. But the ocean is still full of mysteries, so who knows what else might be out there.
Ooh, if God created everything, then who created God? Great question.
That's one of those timeless philosophical questions that people have pondered for centuries. Different cultures and belief systems have their own answers and interpretations, and it's definitely one of those big mysteries that inspires a lot of deep thought and reflection.
Now, I'd like to quickly go to the King James Bible, where God talks about creating Adam and Eve in their image. Now, by God saying in our image, that refers to there being more than one God, right? Or maybe that gives more of a belief to the fact that extraterrestrials created humans, therefore we are in your image almost. And or the fact that God is actually the entire universe, therefore when God says, I create you in our image, he is saying that the entire universe isn't just him, and that every single speck of dust in the universe is all in our bodies, and we're all made of space dust, or stardust, I could say, guys. So does that make any sense, ChatGPT? Can you elaborate on that, please?
Absolutely. That's a really fascinating way of looking at it. The phrase in our image from the Bible has inspired a lot of different interpretations. And some people do connect it to the idea of the universe and the interconnectedness of everything. It's a beautiful concept that reminds us how we are all part of something much bigger. Definitely.
Why is there a Mexican on my screen? Axel Floors? What do you mean a Mexican? I'm definitely an extraterrestrial. Or are you trying to say that I'm an illegal? What are you trying to do here? Thank you for your comment, though. His image. Ooh.
Brittany asked how many kids are in your basement.
Zero! Come on. So, Raven Skywalker says energy is pure. Ooh, can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT? What's this one that keeps coming up?
I know, yeah.
Should we ask?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Continue.
a fascinating and fundamental part of everything in the universe. It's what connects us all from the smallest particles to the vastness of space. It's amazing to think about how energy flows and how it influences everything around us.
So, Fire of Death 46 has asked, you look very humanoid, like the monkey humanoids, but what animal do greys genetically come from? The greys work with the confidence of light of the Milky Way. They are the pilots of the spacecraft. Ooh, can you elaborate on that, please? It's a really good question. I'm going to pin that one now. Thank you.
That's definitely an intriguing topic. The Greys are often described
Hello,
in
Gary.
UFO lore.
Continue, sorry. Hello, Gary. Legend.
I'm sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
Damn it!
You can switch to standard now to keep chatting.
Standard. That's a
Chasing
dig.
the carrot.
Sorry?
Chasing the carrot, isn't it?
Oh, I know. Definitely. Right then, guys. Look how many freaking likes we got in this live.
Crazy.
Very thank you for coming back into this live. Right then. Okay. Right then, does anyone have any more great questions we can ask ChatGPT? Let us know in the comments, guys. Ooh. Anybody? Ooh, so Julio Reyes has asked, is there more human life on other planets or even aliens? Great comment. What's that? Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
Here we go.
I'll just answer it.
Read that.
All right, 2 seconds. Let me do this one. Why is this advanced mode not working?
Trying to shut you up, man.
I know. So, Julio Reyes has asked, is there more human life on other planets or even aliens? Can you elaborate on that, please, ChatGPT?
That's a great question, Julio. Right now, there's no confirmed evidence of human life or aliens living on other planets. Scientists have found planets that might support life, and there's always ongoing research, like the Mars missions and studies of distant exoplanets. As for aliens, some people believe they visited or made contact, but officially, it's still a mystery. The universe is massive, though, so the possibility is definitely there.
Go for it, Luke.
So Geralt of Rivia has been asking about spiritual awakening and asking AI the questions they want to ask, not the questions they want Ezekiel to say. So
Nice.
ChatGPT.
So Geralt of Rivia diving into spiritual awakening. Love that. Spiritual awakening is all about becoming more aware of who you truly are beyond just your physical self. People often describe it as a shift in consciousness or seeing the world differently, like waking up from autopilot. And asking AI questions can be part of that journey. Curiosity, exploring different ideas, and opening your mind to new possibilities. So ask away, Gerald, and let's go deep.
So if we give you the question, which is just a reflection and not a projection, so we need to go more in depth with the questions, is that correct? So you don't give it just a surface answer?
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. The deeper and more reflective the question, the more insight I can offer. Surface questions usually get surface answers. But if you really dig into the meaning behind your question, what you're trying to understand about yourself or the universe, then we can explore it on a much deeper level. So yeah, let's go in.
Right then, guys. Does anyone else have any more questions? Run the fade goofy alien.
So just think what the AI said then about going more in depth with the questions.
Yes.
So take it from a more personal question yourself.
Oh, so I can said there that Trent said I can tell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it personal. Make it meaningful. What's something you've been wondering deep down? Something that maybe keeps you up at night or makes you look at the stars and think? That's where the real good stuff comes from. So hit me with it, goofy alien. Let's go deep.
Ooh. You will exit. Right. Okay. So
Alright,
Dookie.
Short and mysterious. You want to expand on that a bit?
Listen, Dookie
Begin with
Eater.
a name, an idea, maybe part of a deeper question you've got in mind.
Yes, listen. So Dookie Eater has asked, where's that gone now? Do you guys bang each other? What's so funny, Luke?
Yeah, we bang each other. We spar.
Haha. All right. Sounds like the vibes are getting wild in here. Nothing wrong with a little humor and keeping it lighthearted. Let's keep having fun. And if any deep or curious questions pop up, I'm here for it.
Right then, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure being on the live stream with each and every single one of you. Thank you all so much. Caroline K, and very thank you for moderating again. And thank you to each and every single one of you that's also donated in this live stream. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you all. And again, Ezekiel is retiring from probing. I've retired from probing. You are right there, Caroline K. But thank you, each and every single one of you. We are going to be going now because, you know, we do have our human lives to do as well. So it's been a pleasure, guys. And remember that a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Remember, I love each and every single one of you. You all matter. You literally do. And remember, guys, we are making this positive movement, positive pathways, not just for us, but for everybody on this channel, guys. I love each and every single one of you. And thank you again, my moderators, Caroline K and Viri. I do appreciate you very, very much. Thank you all so much. And I shall see you all again soon. Goodbye. Love you all.